Coming up, the last remaining NFL hold-ins have finalized deals. Find out which player has found a new home. Plus, college football opened week 1 saying goodbye to one legend and gave a warm welcome to another. All that and more next on Full Sail Live. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a very special edition of Full Sail Live. I am your host, A-aron Harrington. Breaking news in the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys have traded Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. The divorce between Cowboys owner Jerry Jones and the superstar defensive end has officially been finalized. The Packers call dibs and go all in on the edge rusher from Penn State. They send 2 first-round draft picks alongside Pro Bowler defensive tackle Kenny Clark to Dallas, while also backing up the Brinks truck for Parsons. The new deal is a 4-year, $188 million with $136 million guaranteed. The signing makes Parsons the highest-paid non-quarterback in NFL history. Parsons was the 12th overall pick in the 2021 draft class and was adamant on not playing on his 5th-year option. The Cowboys front office, however, was hesitant to extend Parsons in an offseason that saw multiple defensive ends sign massive contracts. After months of messy public disputes, owner Jerry Jones finally began listening to offers and pulled the trigger on the blockbuster trade.
We have just decided that it was in the best interest of our team to take the consideration that we have. We appreciate his 4 years, but we can take that consideration and we can win in our minds more than had we gone the other route and signed him.
Parsons now comfortably sits on top of the defensive end market, clearing all-pro edge rusher TJ Watt by $6 million per year. Watt, Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, and Trey Hendrickson all signed deals this offseason. Parsons and the Packers will face the Cowboys week 4 in Arlington on Sunday Night Primetime. Jerry Jones, brace yourself, because if Parsons returns and wrecks your playpen, Dallas fans will never forgive this move. Coming up after the break, we'll discuss other massive deals signed around the NFL. Plus, a top 10 matchup in college football week 1 went down to the wire. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss. Welcome back to Full Sail Live as we continue our coverage around the NFL. Trey Hendrickson and the Cincinnati Bengals have finally agreed to settle their differences. Hendrickson signed a deal to receive a significant pay raise for the upcoming season. Hendrickson has agreed to a 1-year, $30 million deal to play for the Bengals this season. The deal is essentially a $14 million raise from his $16 million base salary for 2025. Hendrickson and the team have now spent multiple off-seasons attempting to negotiate a long-term solution, but Bengals ownership is known for being relatively cheap. To make matters worse for Hendrickson, the team doubled down on wide receivers, paying both Jamar Chase and T. Higgins back in March. The deal quiets both sides for now, but entering his age 30 season, the future for 91 in Cincinnati seems to be headed elsewhere. Here's Hendrickson's point of view after coming to terms with Cincinnati to begin this season.
Yeah, the priority was always the 2025 Bengals, whatever this looked like. Unfortunately for me, I can't write my own contracts. That's something that we had common ground in finding, and that's what we're doing now, and that's what's best for the 2025 Bengals. I think is just to suit up and play, and incredibly humbled by the experience.
Touchdown, Terry McLaurin!
Wide receiver Terry McLaurin gets his payday from the Commanders, signing a 3-year, $96 million deal with a $30 million signing bonus. This now ranks the 29-year-old 6th amongst receivers, slightly above Eagles receiver A.J. Brown at $32 million per year. McLaurin has consistently produced with Washington since being drafted in 2019, even throughout the dark days of poor ownership and a carousel of different quarterbacks. McLaurin played a major role in last year's surprising development of rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels, and the front office recognized the need for 17 to continue their progression. With McLaurin now locked up for the near future, Washington fans can take a sigh of relief.
So it's definitely been a process, but I'm really happy to be back out here with my teammates, and just very thankful to be a part of this organization and a part of this fan base that's supported me through all of this. So it's exciting.
College football says goodbye to a legend as he makes his final pick on College game day.
Give me my first love.
There it is. Here it comes.
College football week 1, number 3 ranked Ohio State hosting Arch Manning and number 1 ranked Texas in a matchup delivered by the football gods. Early on, first play of the game for Texas, Manning here short arms his receiver, and this was really the story all game, going up against one of the best defenses in the nation. 3rd and 8 for Texas late in the first quarter, and this Ohio State defense just giving no looks for Manning. And after a long drive for Ohio State, running back CJ Donaldson punches it in on the goal line to put the Buckeyes up 7. Later in the second, 3rd and 10 for Texas, and this Buckeyes defense continuing to make life rough for Manning, pitching a first half shutout. We go to the 4th, Buckeyes cross midfield, quarterback Julian Sand goes deep to receiver Carnell Tate, who goes up and gets it over the defender to put Ohio State up 14. Later in the 4th, Texas needs a miracle here. Arch Manning drops back on 3rd and 10 and goes deep to Parker Livingston, who makes the remarkable catch, but too late for Texas as they fall to number 3 Ohio State 14-7. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have left here today. Please be sure to tap in next week as we continue to cover news around football. Once again, I'm your host, A-aron Harrington, and thank you for tuning in.